life into something that you can never own.
Hello Aquarius, here is your reading for the week of January 1st through about the 7th. These are general, take what works, and what doesn't, it doesn't work, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay, one card for my Aquarius, please. Okay, and another card for my Aquarius, please. Hold on, nah, I don't feel like... Okay, and I need one more card of my for my Aquariuses. Oh, you guys got stuff here. Okay, let me get a reversal. What is kind of challenging my Aquariuses, or what is in the reversal for my Aquariuses, please? Okay, and what is your recommendations for my Aquariuses? Oh, no, not yet. Not yet, guys. Not yet. Okay. Okay, guys, look at this. So in your recent past position, or kind of things that have slightly already started happening for you, you have death. So you guys been going through some kind of transformation. This is pretty big. So this would represent something larger aspects of your life. So you might be deciding, especially because this is, was it New Year's resolution time? So you might be deciding that something has not been working for you and it's time to really go in a new direction. So that's exciting. And I think next up with your current energy, you have the King of Wands. So you're definitely making plans. You're planning it out. And this specific king, he's all about action, but he's also about helping, or getting, I should say, other people to help him for his cause. Like he's able to manage people and get things set up that are going to help him to achieve his dream or his mission or his vision. So you could definitely have been moving from, you've decided, you set your mind on something, and now you're getting all the pieces together and you're taking action. You're kind of in the lead and you're moving forward with it. So, and the King of Pentacles in your near future, he's very comfortable. He's built a foundation. He's built a very strong foundation. He's built a very strong castle, and he can enjoy the fruits of his labor, but he is also hardworking. But this indicates that you're going to get to a place where you're going to be able to enjoy some comfort from whatever you've been putting your energy in. You will get to more of a stable place with it, and that's excellent. So what is challenging you for this week is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now this can indicate collaborations are not going as smoothly as they could. Now, I think because there's a lot of very strong leadership energy here, boss energy, I think you might be dealing with certain situations. This could be collaborations with other people. This also could be just situations, and I think Mercury's going retrograde soon. So, or it will be retrograde, so during this week. So I think there might be communications breakdowns. There might be something is not quite gelling or meshing as ideally as you would like. But the strength here in your recommendation, what you should be doing or what is recommended for you, you have strength. And this is all about kind of pushing forward. You have what it takes to get it done. Stay on the course, And with the strength card, she has developed a relationship with this lion. Like, she didn't just walk into outside and see a lion and just go up to a random lion and be like, okay, you know what, let me check your teeth. She's developed this relationship with this lion. So this lion trusts her, and that took time. And she's probably been, anybody who's had a cat, you know what I'm talking about. This took time. So they have a relationship, but there was patience that had to go into this being with this lion like this, you know, so there was a lot of patience, there was a lot of probably bites along the way, there was like kind of making this relationship. So this took a lot of time. So I think this is indicating that you're in a very strong position. And let's say if you are moving forward with a project and you're collaborating with other people, now this could be friends, family, a relationship, you need to take this how this works for you. But you might, if you're experiencing certain problems with collaborations or other people, I think this is saying that be patient, be persistent, because I think something really good is going to come out of this. But sometimes you just have to, you know, you got to kind of let the cat kind of scratch you once or twice, you know, before the cat realizes you're just trying to make sure the teeth are okay and everything's fine in there. And, you know, so I think that's what this is kind of saying, is just don't stop. Don't let whatever little issues that are coming up, don't let that knock you off your path, because I think these are very, very strong leadership energies. And if you're going to be in more of a leadership position, you're going to deal with problems all the time, you know? Like anybody who's gotten to any kind of leadership role, it knows it's not easy. You're having to always deal with other people's BS. You're always kind of the go-to person when a problem arises. You know, it's like you may not be the first person that's told when something's going well, but you're definitely the first person when shit hits the fan, you're gonna know about it right away. So, and you're gonna have to come up with the answer or the resolution. So if you're gonna be in this kind of role, this is gonna happen all the time. So, and I think this is saying just be persistent, stay confident in yourself, stay true to your vision, and keep moving forward. And if you kind of get bit or scratched, you know, as long as it didn't take your arm off, you know, keep on going. Okay, let's see what else we get for you guys, my Aquariuses. Let's see for my Aquariuses. Okay, so I'm going to take... Yeah, I'll take both of these because there's two of them. Oh my God, the whale spirit. I love the whale spirit. This guy, let me tell you, this guy, he reminds me of like the epic stoner. Every time I get him, because it says trust the great mystery, and he has like no cares in the world. He's just like, whatever. He's like, it's fine. The great mystery. You're like, what is the great mystery? He's like, no, don't worry about it. Just trust it's there. It's the great mystery. We're not supposed to know. And you're like, what do you mean we're not supposed to know? You don't have any answers about this? He's like, no, it's a mystery. That's his kind of attitude. So the whale spirit always makes me laugh, because this is just saying, don't worry about it. You know, like, don't worry about it. Just trust in the great mystery. You're not going to get any clarity of what the great mystery is because it's the great mystery. And because it's the great mystery, that's why you should just be fully trusting of it. That's what he's saying to you. So whatever's going on, you just trust it's going to work out because it is the great mystery. And the whale spirit is just here to say, just chill out. That's what he's saying, is just chill out. He's my stoner here. Okay, so now you have giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. Now, I definitely feel like this is really, because this is a lot of leadership energy here, and I definitely think this is saying that although you might get some you know, little issues along the way, like with the strength card, she saw the bigger picture when she started dealing with this cat. She walked up to this cat one day and was like, you know what, we're gonna be friends. And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of you. And this cat's like, I don't know who you are or whatever. So they had to develop a relationship. But because she saw the bigger picture, and when the cat maybe was playing a little too rough, you know, or kind of accidentally bit her, or intentionally bit her, or was kind of like pissy one day, and she dealt with that, because she knew that one day her and this cat were gonna they're gonna hang out, they're gonna be good, and she's gonna take care of this cat, and she's gonna make sure that this cat is healthy. So she saw that as the bigger picture. The cat did not know that initially, but now the cat has come to understand. So because she never lost focus of her goal of taking care of this, her little buddy here, her big buddy, that's why her and this cat are just really good now. So you need to stay focused on the goal. Like, just because there's a few speed bumps that come up, stay focused on the goal, remember the bigger picture, and don't lose sight of that. Let's see what else we get for you. Okay, you got Agate, get back into balance. Okay, and let me see what else. Let's get a few more cards for you guys. Okay, so this one, you know what? I'm going to take all these ones. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then, okay, so you got this one came out. And you know what, these two, they seem actually really relevant too, and they kind of came out on their own as well. So I'll take all three. Why not? Okay, so now we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Okay, then you have mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, deluded, gaslighting. Okay, and then paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So okay, so now here we go. Let's kind of mush everything together. So I already talked about our lovable stoner right here, that you just need to trust things are going to work out. It's a mystery. It's supposed to be a mystery. Don't ask questions about the mystery. It's just fine, because the whale spirit is here to tell you that. So just trust things are going to work out. That's what he's saying, and don't worry about it. Now, the giraffes is all about, you know, seeing the bigger picture and everything, because I definitely think you're working towards something larger. And I think with this get back into balance card here, I think whatever kind of little problems you might be having, don't let it knock you off your throne. You know, if you're playing boss, or if you're playing in a leadership role, however that might be, that could be your family, you know, maybe you're the go-to person in the family, the decision maker, or you have to be the decision maker this week. It could be with anything. Don't get thrown for a loop if little obstacles come up. That you need to get back into the balance, and things are going to flow correctly after that. Now, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now, to me, this is saying that you need to stay positive. Like, obviously, this could be about love, but this also can be about, let's say, this Three of Pentacles. If some collaborations are not really going very well, or friendships or whatever, there's little speed bumps. This is indicating, remember to stay optimistic about it. It's going to be okay. And I think if you remain positive about the situation, it'll help kind of, and trust in the great mystery, as the whale says, it'll help you through it a little bit better. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I feel like this says that even if you're dealing with a new person regarding some type of collaboration, I don't think, and even if it's not going 100% correctly, sometimes it takes a minute to kind of gel. So this could be saying that although things are not going 100%, this person may be, if this is resonating with you, this person could really have something to offer. You just got to get on the same page a little bit, because sometimes people communicate a little differently. So I know with me, I always have to kind of, like, around certain people, I got to watch what I say, because I could be very direct and I could be kind of blunt. And it probably comes off as offensive sometimes. So when I know somebody's kind of sensitive, usually I don't really get involved too much with too many people, because, like, I'm just like, whatever. But if I know somebody's sensitive, I have to kind of, like, remind myself that I need to, you know, put a lot of, like, sugar on what I'm about to say, like, coat that real good before, you know, or maybe just not even say anything. So, but I have one friend that I could just say it as I say it, and he understands, and he says things as he says things, and we both understand, and that's why we are friends, because we just are kind of like, we don't, you know, we get right to it. So, but I think with this meaning that maybe there is somebody that you're going to really wind up gelling with, or this situation is really going to get resolved, or it not be bad for you, but you need to kind of, delve a little further in it, that's what I'm saying, or figure out how you two communicate more effectively, in a sense. And now, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Obviously, this could be about love, but this also could be that, let's say if this person, or whatever the situation is, that's kind of not really meshing 100%, it might be like it has piqued some of your interest. Maybe this person has a certain skill set or certain kind of mindset that actually could be very beneficial to whatever you're doing, even if it's a friendship or whatever. But you guys got to kind of get a little bit more on the same page or figure out how each of you works to kind of work more cohesively together. And when I say work, it could be whatever it is. It could be yoga buddies or something, you know? So you take it how it works for you. Anyway, healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and life. Self-love, self-care, be happier. I feel like this is kind of going with the great mystery thing. You just need to be happy. Just, if you are having all these responsibilities and you're in this leadership role, don't forget to kind of schedule yourself in. I always think that's important. I think a lot of times we kind of forget to do that. We need not to forget. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And I definitely think this is saying that whatever's going on here, if you are collaborating with somebody and it's a little bit, you know, I think you guys are going to wind up actually collaborating in the future very well. I just think sometimes initially things aren't quite great, but then they wind up being really good. So I think this is saying that whatever this is, I think you need to stay with it. So anyway, and then mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, deluded, gaslighting. I remember when gaslighting started, that word started, I had no idea what the hell people were talking about. I had to look it up. I still had to look it up a couple times, and I always try to remember the definition, but anyway, so not showing true feelings. Now, I wonder if this collaboration, if the problems that are arising is maybe because it's a lack of communication. I wonder if, and I don't think it's maybe, I don't want to say done intentionally. I don't think it maybe is done maliciously, but I wonder if sometimes if you're dealing with somebody new and you're kind of taking this leadership role, maybe they're kind of worried about how you're going to be, or they have kind of fears or worries themselves. So maybe they're not working or letting you see the true potential that they have because they're like holding back a little bit. So that could be why this collaboration is kind of having a little bit like funny business here. But I think this is saying stick through it. Stick through it. I think there's some value here, or you're going to gain something. I just think sometimes, you know, you got to kind of get through the little nitty gritty. So let's see what your quotes are, your inspiration quotes. Okay, so I'm going to take the first one of this one. We'll take all three. There's just three here. Okay. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Now, I feel like with the death card, I think that sometimes, for instance, when you get into this king energy, and even with the strength, these people had to struggle to get where they are. You know, you don't, like, I know sometimes I guess people wake up king, like if you're a royalty person or whatever, but in my mind, you know, that's something, if you want to take the concept of like being king of something or being the leader of something, you had to work to get that. Like you had to really develop, you had to really, you know, go up against a lot of obstacles. You had to kind of win in a sense. So a lot of times we have these transformations, and when things have we've hit rock bottom. So maybe the death represents here that maybe you had hit the rock bottom in the recent past or further, and you're like, I'm never doing this again. From now on, I'm not going through this. I'm not going to give my power away to somebody else. I'm going to do it myself. So, and I think with this king energy is you really bossing up here, and the strength, you're going to go the test of time because you're going to get it done. So I think this is a lot of this energy of like trying to build a solid foundation and get into kind of a role where you're in control. And I think that's great. You can throw in the towel, or you can use it to wipe the sweat off your face. And I feel like that's really going with this Three of Pentacles, with this like kind of problematic idea or this concept here, or this meaning. And the strength is like, you know, she didn't throw in the towel when she was trying to train this cat, you know? She was like, no, okay, the cat's not listening, the cat's doing whatever it wants, and we got to work on this. So that's what she did. She just continued to work on this. And I like how she has the infinity sign above her head, because you're going to be trying to work on training a cat for infinity. That's what it is. Anybody who has a cat knows what I'm talking about. You know, some cats are a little bit more trainable than others. Some will humor you, and then others, it really depends how they feel at the moment. So I know I've had cats all my life. So like the cat I have now, she's really good. I've had some really good cats, but this one is like maybe the top of, well-behaved ones. And I've had ones that they just loved the no game. Like it became a game to them. If they weren't supposed to do something, they know they weren't supposed to do it, but they just enjoyed getting the attention. So yeah, so anybody who has a cat knows what I'm talking about. So it's a lifelong training thing. So that's what I'm saying here. Anyway, so don't throw in the towel, just go, you're in the long haul, you can do it. And then we have, I will let no one walk through my mind with their dirty feet. And I feel like if you're going to be in this leadership role, you're going to get criticism. Anybody that's on the top of their game is going to have critics, and sometimes these critics are people that have done no shit, as my boss would say. And they're going to get criticized and judged by people that don't even do anything in their own life. Don't worry about those people. Those people are a waste of your time. So you keep on keeping on, and you keep doing what you need to do, and don't let other people's opinions get in your way. Okay? They don't matter to you. You stay focused, you stay on the task at hand, and you just get it done. Okay, let us continue. Let's see what Spirit of the Dish shall be with you in the upcoming week. The Spirit of the Dish. Okay, we got this one. You have the Italian, which is the spirit of the gelato. So there you guys go. And let's see. Okay, so let's see. So what is dinner and a movie recommended for you guys is drama movies and barbecue food. That sounds good. And then what do we have here? Oh, you guys have 2 Neptunes. So Neptune represents vision, creativity, and illusion. So some of this, because you got, I definitely think that's fitting, especially because you had it twice. So I think one of it is kind of saying that like you need to stick to your vision, because the Strength and the King, they have a larger picture visions, right? And you have the giraffe spirit here, which is about seeing the greater picture. So you have a vision that you need to stick to. And I wonder if, because you got the Neptune twice, and that's also about like illusions a little bit, and you have this kind of like obviously the 3 of Pentacles, which is about things not kind of gelling quite right. And I think, where was the other card that you had in the Mask card here? So I wonder if there's some illusions kind of happening that are getting in the way a little bit, but I think you're going to figure it out. I definitely think it's going to be okay. I just think you need to be persistent. That's why the Strength is here. So you have Libra, which represents like love, money, and it's about balancing the scales. It's about kind of keeping things, balanced. And I think when you play leadership roles, I think the best leaders are most effective. I think there's different types of leaders. I personally feel the best ones are the ones that know how to delegate effectively, know what the strengths and weaknesses of the people they're delegating are, and let those people do what they're good at. Like if somebody's better at something than somebody else, have the better person at that thing do that, and let the other person who's better at the opposite thing do the opposite thing. Let them play to their strengths. So I think you definitely where was I going? So yeah, and then some leaders think they're going to just delegate and tell everybody what to do, but they're dumb because they have no idea about how they really should be leading. So I think this balancing really is important for this kind of role that I think you're going into, is that you need to make sure that people are doing, you have to be flexible in a sense, put the people that are what was I saying? I don't know where I was going with this. Be flexible, take it as it rolls, roll with the punches, and just keep on keeping on. And then you have Pisces, which is all about kind of like vision, creativity, and it's about illusion. It has the Neptune energy as well. So I definitely think you have this greater vision, and I think you need to keep on, but I think you need to stay flexible, and I think you need to just trust the great mystery, as the whale spirit says, and keep moving forward. I think you know what you need to do and you just need to do that. Okay, so then you have the third house, which is about communication, intellect, communities, and relationships. And then you have the seventh house, which is about partnerships, marriage, friendships, and legal proceedings. And then let's get you guys. Okay, hold on, I just dropped one. Where'd he go? Okay, so you have O, W, R, F, and then you have 5 and 6. And then we're going to get 2. You have nurture and happiness. Now, nurture, I definitely feel that that is kind of you having to nurture whatever you're doing or even nurture your team. Like, I think you have to, as leaders, that's what they do. Anybody's the head of anything, and you could be like the head of the household, the head of whatever. You have to kind of like nurture, right? And even if you're a mom and you have kids, you have to nurture them, but you also have to lead them and make sure that they're doing what they need to be doing and make sure that they have, you know, their lunches or whatever they need for kids, you know, their pens or whatever they need. Make sure they're wearing both socks when they go to school. Like, you have to be in that role. So, and I think you're going to find happiness. And I think this is reminding you that to like schedule yourself in and just, you have to kind of be happy. So, okay, so let me continue with where is next. Let me get this a little charmy for you. Okay, so what do we get here? Oh, we got the seahorse. Now, seahorses to me, they're very responsible. I think the males actually take care of the kids. And I think they're not like one of the animals that kind of have kids and just like, okay, like I'll see you later, I'm out. They actually take care of the kids. So they raise the children. So in a way, they are their own little leaders of their little families, taking care of their responsibilities. And I think this is you're the seahorse, kind of taking care of your responsibility and making sure everything is on the up and up. And, you know, obviously if the little baby seahorse has a problem, it's going to go to the daddy seahorse, because I think that's the one who's the responsible parent in that situation. And the daddy seahorse is going to like try to resolve the problem. So I think you are the seahorse, and I think it's very fitting for this reading. Okay, guys, now it is time, Aquariuses. Think of your question, and here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Aquarius's question? It says, reply hazy, try again. Okay, Aquariuses, you gotta dig deep. Here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the universe. What is the answer to what is the answer to Aquarius's question? It says, most likely. There you guys go. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will talk to you later. Bye.